What's going on, guys? Twintuitive717 here. I am back with another reading. I'm going to dive right into this message here, and we're going to check in and see what's happening with the Divine Feminine Collective and how the Divine Masculine sees you at this time. I feel like you are at the center of the stage, Divine Feminines. Many of you can feel this as well. And what it's going to feel like is it's really light energy, okay? You feel like you're in your element. Many of you feel very energetic. You feel grateful. You feel like you remember, okay? You remember your connection to source. Nothing is blocked, okay? Many of you are finding that you're able to get out of the dark. I shouldn't say get out of the dark, but I'm going to say you know how to be resourceful in the dark, okay? Many of you are realizing that it's like, oh, wait a second, let me reach down in my socks real quick, pull out your matches, you know what I mean? Some of you got your lighter tucked in. You just light it up and you find your way. Take your time, My brother always says, he says to me in his Trini accent, he's like, just like sneak up on me if we're just like at a family event or something. He'll just like pat my shoulder really hard and he'll be like, take your time, yes, while I climb. So a lot of you just, you know how to take your time, okay? Many of you have this vibe about you, and it is a form of protection that you have been given, you've been gifted with, to just stay cool, okay? Do not panic, okay? So you have a very magnetic energy about you right now, Divine Feminine. It's almost like, I hate saying it's almost like, because it is. I feel like it's just one of those filler words or filler things that I say. But what I'm hearing is that, it is that you're steadily aligning with your own path. You may find yourself straying from it at times, but then you realize what it is you're doing and you get right back on it, okay? We have the Judgment card here that's coming through. Maybe you have the Divine Masculine here as well under Heavy Judgment. I feel like both of you could be feeling like you're being pulled back on your path. There's an innocent energy of true love that pulls you both back on this path. And it's not even each other, I feel, that pulls you back on this path. I feel like it is the rewards, okay? The authenticity that you get to live with, the fact that you get to be the truest version of yourself and be fearless about that at the same time. That's what you represent, Divine Feminine, okay? That's why you're so magnetic at this time. It's that you have somebody under judgment here that watches you, and you're forcing them also to be their authentic self. Otherwise, I feel like your divine counterpart is just sitting there in this uncomfortable feeling. They feel naked because you know the truth, and they don't like that you know the truth. There's somebody out there that knows the truth. And so whatever it is they're doing, or however it is they're going about their path, a lot of the Divine Masculines that are still repeating karmic cycles with the same people, places, things, I feel like they're trying to find a fit, and it's just not fitting because they really just need to take the mask off. But they're afraid to do that because they know that life as they know it will shift drastically. Many of them are afraid to do that because part of that journey is being on their own. Okay, so a lot of you have the Divine Masculines feeling really triggered right now with the Judgment card. I can't show it, guys, only because it's just not the greatest image for YouTube community guidelines. So you guys can look it up. It's the Tarot of Sexual Magic, and you can look up what the Judgment card looks like, and you will see that there is that third energy of innocence there, pulling you both back on the path, okay? And I feel like the love and the romance and the chemistry and all of that exists only as just like a human thing, right? That's the only human thing that keeps you both connected to each other, keeping you, kind of scratching your heads going, why, why this person? Well, they're designed to literally help you, stay the course and follow through. A lot of the times for twin flames that connect, the reason you experience such odd occurrences and the depth of love that you do and the strangeness behind it is to help you remember that yeah, the magic exists, okay? But yeah, ideally that is how you're being seen at this time, Divine Feminine, is that I feel like you are just, you're the star of your own show, with you looking off at the star in the window there, and your masculines can't help but follow. I've been talking about that too. I think I shared that in the live readings that I did yesterday, where I feel like this represents many of you just going with the flow. You have a very intoxicating energy about you, which is represented by the smoke of the burning sage here. And I feel just the burning sage in itself represents cleansing yourself, clarity, and also too, like warding off negative energy. That is how you're being seen right now from the Divine Masculine's perspective. I feel like it has nothing to do with the passion right now. Like the green in her represents growth. Okay, but also too, standing in your power, and also extremely unbothered at this time. It could be because of the vibration that your masculine may be still carrying. They could be working through karmic cycles, which is why the Judgment card here is coming up. But ideally, that's what it is. I feel like they're in between this place of, realizing that they're running out of steam on the current path that they're on, whatever it may be, however it's been triggering to your journey with them. Many of you are gaining clarity over why the separation occurred, why it maybe had to occur. And a lot of you aren't hung up on it or stuck on it. It's like this complete release of just letting go and letting things fall into place. I feel like that's what's represented by the Two of Pentacles here, because 2 ideally represents choice. Pentacles represents our position in the material world. Some of you are, I feel, in this position. When you get triggered, you like to spend time on your pentacles. Okay, that's what I feel for you, Divine Feminine. Okay, and I'm hearing, the reason I laughed was because I feel like some of you are like, I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. And there's also too that song with Lizzo, Truth Hurts. I know, please don't get triggered. I don't particularly listen to her music. It's just, or any kind of like, rap music that exploits, feminine energy in that sense. But there is a part of that song where she talks about, just having like boy problems type of thing, which is why I don't really give into that type of music. But anyway, she talks about bling bling, then I saw them. That's the goddess in me. So I feel like that might resonate for some of you in a rather playful manner, not in a serious manner. But I feel like that's what this card represents, is many of you having that kind of attitude about you where you're being seen as just a Queen of Pentacles right now. Don't play games with me. I have bigger fish to fry. I have important things to do. Okay, somebody harshly judged you at a time when you were down, Divine Feminine. Maybe your finances weren't right. Maybe you were in between spaces. Okay, you were in between a shift, a transformation. Somebody didn't think that you were going to make it through that transformation, and they may have judged you while you were down. Judgment card coming up again. And I feel like many of you are in this place now of demonstrating that you will always get up. I just previously shared a reading before this one as well, talking about how many of you are equipped with spiritual protection. Okay, you weren't sent here on this whole twin flame journey and experience to be mocked and laughed at. Okay, many of you are seeing that now. And believe me, people who have had their eye on you for quite some time are seeing that as well. I'm also seeing, like, with this Queen of Pentacles energy here that's coming up, a lot of you you're setting an example, and you are being seen as the way I'm seeing it in a very earthly way in terms of your Divine Masculine's perspective, and many of the people that may keep an eye on you as well. And the reason I'm saying that is because of his posture, like the way that he is literally creeping up on her. You could remain unbothered because you know that they're there. Many of you may know that there are eyes on you that are watching you. But I feel like it's a necessary part of this experience. This Divine Masculine doesn't have access to you. I feel like they've lost their footing. You had them on a particular pedestal. And not because you're better than them, or you make more money than them, or you realize that you have this Queen of Pentacles energy, which is being able to manifest abundance into your life very easily. Okay, coins overflowing, Mother Lakshmi and energy. Okay, I feel like it's not even because of that. They lost that footing because character, right? Character. That judging someone for a lack of material possessions or worth, and letting that be the place that you stand on character and you stand on business. I feel like that is what made you lose respect for this masculine energy. And you had to really turn your back and show them. You know, it's like, you want to judge me for pentacles? Okay, let me show you how it's done type of energy. Many of you are in that place right now. Okay, you could be having a ball with it as well. What are they learning about you? What have they learned about you? You could be an earth sign, divine feminine as well. That's Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Just a hard worker, okay? You know, you manifest, yes, but you also, you do the hard work that's attached to manifesting, right? Like, many of you may have a vision, yes. You may be bold enough to manifest that vision and put it together in your mind space. But then I feel like many of you who are earth signs, you have the tenacity to go after it as well, which is take the physical action to do what you need to do. Okay, let's get into this. Yeah, there it is. Like, a lot of you have no problems taking risks and creating opportunities for yourself, because freedom is very important to you. Okay, that's how you're being seen, as this beautiful Queen of Pentacles who really, I feel like, okay, somebody might have judged you for not having enough. They might have chosen somebody else who appeared as more like wealthy, or just more like they came from a better family, they came from a better environment, whatever the case is, okay? And I feel like many people judged you based on your upbringing and things like that. But I feel like the energy that you're in now, Hannah, left, right, and center, you're feeding everybody from my side. I know everybody could sit on by a table, because a lot of you have that gift about you where you can create. It's a gift that's been given to you, and it's only now being bestowed upon you. That's why people are shocked, right? You are meant to do things where you're meant to, like, take big leaps in life. You're meant to drop jaws. That's what I'm hearing about this divine feminine energy, okay? You were meant to go through some of the experiences as well that you went through earlier on in life, and you were meant to see what it was like to have nothing, because I feel like now that many of you are attracting everything rapidly around you, it is, I feel like, a demonstration of how serious the spiritual ascension experience is, okay? Especially for those of you who people might have made a mockery of you, right? People who might have, I feel like very shallow, like the things that they see is valuable and just worth living for, just very, very surface level, okay? I feel like many of you are showing whoever this is who might have judged you very harshly that you're going to have everything that they have and more, and then some. And I feel like you don't have to hang on or cling on to anybody to make these dreams and goals happen for yourself. Okay? You have a choice, and the choice that you're making is to attract all of these things with your bare hands, and it's triggering a lot of people to get their feet moving as well. Okay? A lot of you are triggering as well, and really causing cracks in the towers of I feel like your counterpart, your masculine energy, and a lot of these karmics that they might have partnered up with, teamed up with in a sense, to make a mockery of you. A lot of you you're having the last laugh. I feel like they're going to be the ones now realizing that they have to cling to one another in order to survive. You don't need to cling to anybody to pay your bills or do what you need to do to take care of yourself. You could take yourself on trips. You don't need to kiss anybody's ass to do it. You don't need to take anybody's bullshit. You don't need to take anybody's silent treatment. You don't need to do anything to do what you got to do. You just do what you do. And I feel like now you got two people realizing that. I say two people only because I see them in this card side by side. And with the disharmony, triggers, and conflict, it screams at me karmic energy, which is what I feel like a lot of you have been wrapped up in, but you know how to alchemize. But your area of expertise, which is why I feel like I'm speaking to some earth signs here, is the world of pentacles. That's why in this lifetime you found yourself as the underdog, And you might have found yourself at the center stage of being a mockery, but now you are at the center stage of just, you know, the classic story, right? The underdog, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're on top. I feel like a lot of you are experiencing that just kind of in your own way here. We have present, we have abundant, we have gratitude. You know secrets of the universe that other people don't know, and that's what they did not know, right? They thought, oh, you know, they were born into finances, born into money, but then eventually the universe kind of puts that lesson on them or shakes up their world and says, hey, you know, you got to learn too in this lifetime. You know, can you fend for yourself? Can you do for yourself? Can you be autonomous? You know, once you become a certain age, are you still repeating patterns where you are codependent as hell on another person? And, you know, if there's nobody around to take care of you, are you able to take care of yourself? Are you able to trust that you could do for yourself because you have the power of source within you? A lot of people are terrified because they don't have the power of source within them. So they're terrified. They cling to other people, become codependent, you know. You take shit. You let people walk all over you. Not this divine feminine, though. You have the attitude of gratitude. You have a really strong connection to source. You're so grateful. I feel too like you're really kind. Like the universe sees certain things that you do. You could have a very strong connection to animals. You're very kind to plants. You're very kind to the earth. You have a lot of respect for the order of things. And what I mean by that is like just the little things that you do, right? Like you might give up your seat for somebody, or if somebody drops something, you might run and pick it up and give it to them. Or you see somebody who needs help, you might drop what you're doing and run across the street and give them some help. Or somebody needs something, okay, you may not have change on you, but you might run in the store and buy them something real quick. And it's, you know, this kind of no skin off your back type of attitude, the stuff that is made of people who have character, right? The things that you do when nobody else is looking, but the universe is always looking. Okay, so I feel like those of you who are abundant, it's because you know the ways of the earth, you know the ways of the world, and that in itself is abundant. The earth has a way of giving back to you in a way that you don't really have to do a lot or lift your finger. And that's what I feel like these people are learning now, is that they thought they could outwork you. They thought they could outdegree you, right? They thought they could, you know, get that degree and make more money than you and shame you for, you know, where you came from and how your mommy and daddy house looking and what kind of car she father driving and what kind of work she father doing. But look at you now. Look at you now. Yeah, now you could buy out all of them, you know. Drinks on you, you know. What you drinking? It's so funny. My son the other day, he was like humming, and I was like, where on earth did you hear that song? He's like, Dad. Because he was like, what was he saying? Oh, he was singing, I'ma buy you, Shawty, what you drank. Oh yeah, money in the bank. That's what he's like, I got money in the bank. Oh, but he was saying not Shawty, what you drank. He was saying, show me what you drank. So I'm like listening to him sing it. He's like, I got money in the bank. Show me what you drank. I'm like, is it show me? I'm like, is it Shawty what you, he's like, Mom, I don't care. I just want to say, show me what you drank. I'm like, okay. But I was just like laughing at that. But anyways, that's the vibe that I am getting for this reading, right? They want to watch you. Get them something to watch. I could tell you that. All right, guys, I love you. Take it easy. I'll catch you guys in the next reading, okay? All right. Bye, guys.